Another thing, another big step up for our UI improvements is our right-click menu. So imagine you want to change a name of this client, of the Jetson Nano 2. In the previous versions of our NoTouch Center, you would have to go to the client, click on it, and then here up, you will have the icon, rename. You would then have to click on it and then change the name. Right now, what we have is the right-click menu. So on a Mac, we don't have a right-click, but people know what to do to get this context menu. So as you can see, you can simply click on this client. It doesn't have to be selected, of course. And you get to the same point that I just showed you, where you had to go to the client and rename it. You can do it for all the clients, right? You have access to the actions as well. So right now we are on this Jetson Nano 2. If we go to actions, we have the whole list of actions that you can then choose and execute. We don't have to do that now. You can just right click on any client. You have the actions and you can just send them right away from the context menu. Along with that comes another useful feature, which is drag and drop. So we can take this client from the group in San Francisco office, for example, and move it to San Carlos office by just dragging it. So we just have to, so we get a little feedback where we can drop the client. Of course, we cannot drop it on group settings because it will not work, but it will work in San Carlos. So if I just drop it now, it stays in San Carlos. We can, of course, do the same for groups. So if you want to move the group San Carlos to my devices, the whole group will be moved. It works exactly the same as if we went to the configuration page and change the assigned to parameter. But of course, this is way easier. And it's also allowed to move multiple clients. So if we want to select multiple clients, we have to hold the left shift button. And while holding the shift button, we can select multiple clients, right? If I now release the button, the clients will not be selected anymore. But we can select those three and move them to San Francisco office. And all of them will be moved right away. One more thing that was improved in our tree is the search mechanism. So right now, or let me briefly talk about how it was before. So in our previous version, if I typed a name of the client, so we have a few clients that start with NTD, right? So I'll type NTT. So before what would happen? All of the clients with NTD would be highlighted on the tree, but we'll still have to go through the tree and look for which one we are looking for. Right now it's a little bit different. As you already saw, we just get a little list, and if we click on the client that we want, it will be opened and selected on the tree right away, which we believe is a little bit more self-explanatory if it comes to searching, and this is how it should be, and this is a little bit easier than it was before. So before I show you the next feature, let's remove one of the devices from the test lab. So let's remove this Raspberry Pi using our context menu.